I ask that everyone bear with me and please watch this video all the way through. I have a friend who really wants to get into poetic writing, and, he's not the best yet, but that'll take time. My friend is dedicated to Mokus, who is a god that is quite literally, a boar, as in the animal. It is a Celtic Gaulish god whose only attestation to is a single Latin inscription and some archaeological finds that would prove that, hey, this is worshipped and probably this guy. As a god with no connected myth, my friend wanted to make one in, poetic style. I didn't necessarily feel right putting my voice to his work for a lot of reasons, so I used this app and, did some stuff with the, in-app AI voices. Obviously, it being AI, there's going to be some weird issues with that, but please bear with it and enjoy.
The Boar and the Hollow Shade, an imagining of Gaulish myth, by Tarnos, High Gardener of the Maca Druid Grove of Oak, and Smist. In Lingone's land where the chestnut grows, and foxglove sways where the cold wind blows, there stood a wood, both proud and wide, till shadow crept through the greenwood's heart. No birds would sing, no heart would tread. The roots were black, the springs ran red. A hollow shade in rags and pain stalked the boughs like a curse in rain. He was once a man with shield and fame, but none remained to speak his name. No stone was laid, no rite was read, no cairn was built for the battle dead. His blood cried out, and no one came. So hate rose up to purpose his name. He cursed the trees, he soured the wheat. Rain was dirty, and infants died with ice-cold feet. The healers fled, their words undone. Their charms fell still like a setting sun. Then Vala came, the crone, the seer, whose eyes had wept for many a year. She climbed the hill on mistful night, and lit 3 flames with trembling light. She poured the mead, she spilled the grain. She carved the meat with spiral's chain. Then she called out,
Machus bold boar called to flame. Tusk of dawn, come stake thy claim. Where rights were broke and names forgot. Tear the rot from root and knot.
3 nights passed, the offering bare. The forest hissed a poisoned prayer.
I begged for fire. They gave no stone, no name, no right, no grave bone. My curse now crawls through branch and air. Now let their sons breathe what I bear, and roots drink death where none would care.
But on the 4th, the frost did break. The ground did groan, the trees did quake. Then from the mist with fire-fed breath came Mokus, lord between life and death. His hide was bark, his mane was flame. Each hoofall roared the lost one's name. Into the wood he plunged alone, where hollow shade made trees its throne. The ragged ghost raised howling cry.
No rights, no name, no place to die.
But, Marcus bellowed, tusks aglow, and met the wrath with ancient woe. They clashed beneath the bleeding oak, where thunder cracked and branches broke. The shade did strike with bitter yew, but Machus tore the curse in two, and as he roared, the stars fell near. The land was cleansed by tusk and spear. When silence fell on wounded glade, the spirit wept and slipped away. A single stone, all scorched and bare, marks where the god laid judgment there. And still they say in Lingone's vale, when crops do fail and faces pale, leave boar and brew beneath the frost. For Machus guards what time is lost, even across the pale.